Women's League, Youth League, PWGs, my elders. His Excellency, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, Jajawabe Zukulu. We urged him to stand. We commanded him. We incited him. We told him he has to be on the ballot. And the day is today. Today, as we welcome His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni at the NRM Electoral Commission, Dr. Tanga Ojo. Abageto by former sectors ifenna abaste okusanyukirako His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni Jajawabe Zukulu. That day is today when we are welcoming His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the grandfather of the mighty nation, the grandfather of the Zukulu. That day to be nominated as an aspiring candidate to become the national chairman of the mighty movement, to become the aspiring candidate for the president of the Republic of Uganda. The data is today when he is going to be nominated by the NRM Electoral Commission. As we are settling for the best, not settling for the less, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, he is the best. We as NRM, we have decided to settle for His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. As we are securing our future, we are not exiting. We are looking at settling. We settle for the best, not settling for the less. And His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, he is the best. The day is today. Gajaja we are semberera. Gasemberera okuyingira. Gasemberera okuja. Okuhandika over Purezidenti. Okubera nominated olunaku olwaleero. Yellow ability, stable stability, stable. Stability, yellow ability, stable stability, stable. His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Ngalamusa kubantu abageto abayifoma sectors abobutale abatembeyi abasoma abayisi abachala abami abavubuka fenna olunaku lwaleero nga His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni Jajawabe Zukulu ng'ajja okubeera nominated olunaku olwaleero uyayingirawo His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the mighty father of this nation. Let us all rise up as we welcome the only one, baby face, Jajawabe Zukulu, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the mighty father of this nation, the grandfather of this nation. Fena abalonde bebalonda buli alina kyagwakikirira n'atalina gwakikirira baminister baffe ba MP baffe mwenna sawa yeno ayingiddewo His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni banaye tukube kalulu. Museveni oye! NRM oye! His Excellency huyo ngakuluma akaseera ke kano ng'ajja ayanirizibwa ab'ebitiibwa nga bwe baba nokoddeyo ng'ayanirizibwa ng'atuuze ku kitebe ekya NRM Electoral Commission akatera kekano esawa yeno olunaku mulindwa ngatumaniriza ngatwagala abele nominated yejude nyini tatumye yes tukite tetegeza tata wabantu jaja wabantu His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni Tibu Habura, the one and only. We are settling for the best. We are not settling for the less. And His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, he is the best. He is the only one, the mighty father of this nation, the grandfather of the nation. Today is the day we have all been waiting for, as we allow, as we welcome, as we abide, as we await for him to be nominated. Then today, the day is today. And as we claimed, as we urged him, as we commanded him to come and contest as the national chairman of the mighty movement, His Excellency, you're welcome. The national chairman of the mighty movement, Jaja Wabazukulu, Jaja Wabazukulu Mubwati, Abazukulu Tuchakubanja, Katuchakubanja Mkamawafe, His Excellency Deone Mama Wegwanga, Mama Mubwati, His Excellency Kaguta Museveni, as his best, and Museveni is the best. The day is today. As we welcome Museveni, oye, Narim, oye, anthem.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the president is here. Can we have the anthems now? Your Excellency and Mama, with your permission, we request that you take your seats as the Honorable Dr. Canon Ruth Nankabirwa comes here to lead us in a brief prayer. Honorable Dr. Canon Ruth Nankabirwa, ordained the Church of Uganda, Canon, please. But Your Excellency and Mama, you are so much welcome back home to your party headquarters. Thank you very much for being here and on time. Yes, Dr. Ruth Nankabirwa, the opening prayer.
May we humble ourselves in the word of prayer. Almighty God, I want to thank you for today. This is yet another day when the national resistance movement is going to make yet another historical statement. We want you to bless this day, and we thank you for the journey that you have been able to cover, and indeed it's Ebenezer. This far you have brought us. May your blessings fall upon His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, whom you've called to lead and continue leading this country, who lights a candle and hides it under the table. Thank you for lighting this candle, which you placed on the highest mountain for everybody to enjoy the light, Uganda and beyond. May you continue providing for the good health of the President and those that he works with. As we gather here today, we know that you are here with us because you have been with us. May you guide us as we conclude this historical function. May you guide the Electoral Commission of the National Resistance Movement. And I also want to pray for the National Independent Electoral Commission, because they are now going to take on from here. Guide us, and please give us journey mercies as we go back home. You are the most beneficial, most merciful. I have prayed in your name. Thank you.
And everybody says amen. May I now take this opportunity in the interest of time to invite the chairperson of the Electoral Commission to guide us. I've been guided that guests will be introduced by the Secretary General at a later stage. Dr. Tanga, please.
Your Excellency, the President of Uganda, and Mama Janet Kataha Museveni, the Minister of Education and Sports, and also the chairperson of NRM in Ntungamo District. You are most welcome to the home of the NRM Electoral Commission. Your Excellency, before I make brief remarks, allow me introduce the team of commissioners, starting with Honorable Jachan Jalonyo Fred Omash, the Vice Chair of the Commission. Honorable Jane Babihal Semera, the Commissioner. Honorable Driwaru Zaitun, Honorable Ambassador James Chinobe, Honorable James Tweheo, and Honorable Modesta Juliana Auma, and myself, Dr. Tango Doi, the Chair. On behalf of the Commission, I want to welcome all our guests to this big occasion, which ends the nomination exercise all round for Parliament, LOC 5, Councillors at 5, and the topmost organ, the Central Executive Committee. Your Excellency, before I read out what I want to read, allow me with the honor thank the Secretary General of the party for all the support up to this level, and the team from the National Secretariat, the National Treasurer, Ambassador Barbara Wundo Nekesi, here, designer, Your Excellency and Mama, that lady left here at 8:30 a.m. when I arrived. I left here after midnight, and she stayed here doing all this decoration. I want to thank you, Jackie. I want to thank you, and I want to and if you are there, make some noise. I want also to thank the staff of the commission at the district level. Could you make some noise? I don't hear you. Maybe you stand up and make it better. And of course, we don't work alone, Your Excellency. We also work with the administrative secretaries in the same office. So admins also, could you stand up and make some noise? Your course today, what, you ate a lot. Can you make some noise? Thank you. And of course, want to respectfully say, we have the chairpersons of the NRM in the house. Chairperson, where are you? Newly elected chairpersons, thank you very much. Your Excellency, the nominations of candidates for SEC and special organs at the national level attracted the following: presidential flag bearer, one aspirant who is yet to be nominated to become a candidate. The aspirant is here. He is none other than His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. The second candidate to be the second aspirant failed to raise the following. He got the The third, any aspirant for presidential and chairman must get signatures of support from the 151 districts that make up Uganda by law. That candidate did not even have a nominator nor a seconder. Therefore, I cannot mention whether he had even the 100 because he didn't. Ladies and gentlemen, the Electoral Commission here is not a theater for drama. And we want to request that anyone coming next time to try to show interest must read the regulations and follow the regulations. Here we don't do drama, but we have the big national theater near Ugandan Parliament of Uganda. Next, second national vice chairperson, national chairperson, also attracted one person. The second person who came could not even give us a copy of his bank slip for us to peruse to find out whether it was authentic. He said he had paid 20 million, but by the look of things, the document he wanted to give us was not genuine. Next is first national vice chairperson has attracted 3 aspirants. Second national vice chairperson has attracted 2. That second national vice chairperson, female, has attracted 2 aspirants. 2 candidates now because we nominated them. Vice Chairperson Northern, 4 candidates. Vice Chairperson Eastern, 9 candidates. Vice Chairperson Central, 7 candidates. Vice Chairperson Western, 11 candidates. Vice Chairperson Kampala, 5 candidates. Vice Chairperson Karamoja, 7 candidates. Special organs. Women's League has attracted 38 candidates. Youth League has attracted 71 candidates. PWD League has attracted and entrepreneurs has attracted 39 candidates. In total, sir, we have nominated and will nominate 291 candidates. Number 2, nomination for members of parliament and LOC5. The commission concluded this nomination for members of parliament successfully and LOC5 successfully on 30th June 2025. Campaigns are ongoing, and wish to regrettably report that some candidates have already inflicted injury on civilians, and we've suspended campaigns in some of those areas. For instance, we've suspended campaigns in Bwamba constituency in Bujo. We have done the same in Isinjiro, where cars and vehicles and shops were destroyed or looted. And we are monitoring with keenness some other areas where campaigns are moving on, but a lot of abuse. We've also agreed with Zimbabwe that the candidates go on their own, but they have given us their timetable so that we monitor even when they are going individually. Ongoing roadmap for ongoing or pending activities, sir. Campaigns for members of parliament should end on 14th July. Polling, Your Excellency, will be on 17th July. We changed it from 16th July due to an adjustment in the National Electoral Commission Special Interest Group Committee roadmap. So we moved it from 16th to 17th. Campaigns for LOC5 will start on 1st and end on 22nd July. Councillors at district and city level are also campaigning, and we've not got any incident at that level. We have problems at member of parliament level. Same to municipal and city division mayors. Polling for LOC5, Your Excellency and Mama, will be on 24th July 2025. And that's the day when we shall be voting for LOC5 chairpersons, LOC5 councillors, CT councillors, KCCA councillors, and municipal mayors and city division councillors. Primaries for special interest group committees at sub-county level will take place on 8th July 2025. National conference, which is also elective conference, will start on 22nd to 25th August 2025. Nomination of local government councillors by National Electoral Commission will be 3rd to 12th September 2025. Nomination of members of parliament by the National Electoral Commission 16th and 17th September 2025, and a nomination of the presidential candidates by the National Electoral Commission will be 2nd and 3rd October. Number C, voters register. Your Excellency, want to report that we are in the process of receiving the soft copy of the register for printing and verification in readiness for the forthcoming primaries. We shall audit the register district by district, and district registrars shall be very important to come and help verify, because they know the number of villages, they know their areas better than we who sit in this area of Kampala. Your Excellency, this one is just for mention. Jane. Burial will be tomorrow. It's sad. She was sick. We thought she would come out. So we now have 14 of them, Your Excellency, not 12, because in Bundubujo the registrar was strangled, was murdered. So we have those cases which are not the best to hear. And of course some registrars request for placement we shall request Your Excellency to help us. Vote of thanks. We thank Your Excellency for always coming to our aid regarding payment of honoraria, our registrars. We also thank registrars for the good work done so far. The journey to 2026 is moving on well, and we thank you. Your Excellency, we are making some review following guidance here and there, and we have so far replaced 17 registrars on account of corruption, on account of total inefficiency. So we urge politicians to allow us to do our review, because in some districts, when we reviewed the registrars, they started demonstrating. Registrars are appointed by the NRM Electoral Commission. The candidates should not appoint the registrars. Candidates also should not try as much as possible to interfere with our registrars. Your Excellency, we are going to request the Secretary General, and we shall write to you, to request us to open safe and independent offices for registrars in the following districts. Safe and independent districts for them to work safely in the following districts: Kibale, Kagadi, Lira City, Tororo County, where the offices were even locked by some individuals, and Namutumba. For now, we want them to work, but we don't want people to interfere with them, come and beat them up, lock up the offices because of their petty differences here and there. So when we do that, sir, we are just trying to protect them as they do this work on a voluntary basis for the party. On behalf of the Commission, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you once again, to thank you for coming in this big number and for loving this candidate, the President of Uganda, and the candidate who has a long CV, Karishilam Vitae, a person who has done wonderfully for this country. As the Electoral Commission, I can now safely say this because I don't have anyone to compete against him. It's now my honor and duty and commission to move back and nominate this candidate. Thank you, Honorable James Fehe, for being technological alert. Your Excellency, Mama, ladies and gentlemen, this is the hour of the milk. May I request the nominator of this candidate, His Excellency Yoweri Museveni, to bring the candidate forward. Alhaj Moses Chigongo, your name features on my table as the nominator. Could you please attract your candidate here and make a statement about your candidate? May I now request the seconders to step forward and the press to move a bit backwards. Back. The seconders, all of you, the two in front and the others behind at the backup. We shall introduce you later. Correct?
Thank you very much. I'm here today. I have the honor to present our candidate for NRM chairmanship. Your Excellency, President Yoweri Museveni.
Thank you very much, Alhaj. Thank you. Alhaj is presenting this candidate for NRM chairman, or the position of NRM chairman.
NRM chairman, we are presenting him here on behalf of the movement as our chairman.
May I request the two nominators seconders to come behind Alhaj. Bring Haji Shafiq of Bukoma Simbi, I know him very well, behind, and Honorable Namatovu Mastula from Kamuli Municipality. Could I request you to say one or two words in support of the nominator? Talk about yourself. Haji first. Give Haji the microphone, please. From there.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shafiq Manje, NRM District Chairman, Bukoma Simbi. It's my pleasure to be here today. Before I do anything, I have 2 points. Number 1, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, is only the President who registered and recognized our fraternity of people with disabilities in this country. Number 2, affirmative action. Number 3, socio-economic transformation amongst people with disabilities and the country at large. To this point, now I'm seconding Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, the angel from the God, the Son of God, to be nominated to be the chairperson of the National Resistance Movement. I submit.
Thank you very much, Haji Shafiq. You have been very clear. Your points are very solid, and we must thank you with a thunderous clap.
Your Excellency and Mama, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mastula Namatovu, the Vice Chairperson, Kamuli Women's League, and the National Publicity for the Women's Council. Your Excellency, the women of Uganda are so much in love with you. As the women of Uganda, Your Excellency, we are delighted for the programs, the empowerment that you have done to us economically, socially, and we have no doubt a lot is coming. Your Excellency, as Mastula Namatovu, I second your nomination as our party chairman, and as women, we are settling for the best. Women, oye! A winning, oye! Women, oye! Musei, oye! Ra! Cha! Ah! Your Excellency, we are grateful. Thank you so much for God and my country. Long live Your Excellency, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Thank you very much. That's step number 1. You have passed. Step number 2, we want signatures from the 151 districts of Uganda and present the certificate that you were cleared. I have Northern Region, Acholi, Lango, Karamoja, and West Nile represented. Next, Bukedi, Sub-region is represented. Next is Greater Mukono, and Bugisu, Sebei, Teso, Busoga, Bunyoro, Rwenzori. I wish to present you to the Secretary General. Could you step forward, sir? Get the microphone and read this certificate yourself.
Certificate of compliance with the nomination requirements. This is to satisfy that aspirant candidate, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni Tibahora of the National Resistance Movement, has submitted a list of supporters for his candidature to be the national chairman of the National Resistance Movement at the Party Electoral Commission to be held at the National Conference of 2025, and the Electoral Commission has verified that the aspirant candidate has complied with the Constitution of the National Resistance Movement and NRM Electoral Regulations 2025. Signed, Dr. Tanga Odoi, PhD, Chairman, NRM Electoral Commission.
This is for your candidate. He has passed. May I now request you to bring the forms and show the payment of 20 million. Could the others sit down so that the commission can nominate? The others should take their seats except the seconders, so that the commission can nominate. May I request the candidate to stand for nomination? On behalf of the NRM Electoral Commission. Where are the youth? I don't hear the vibe. Can I start? Are the youth ready? Don't move near here. Just stay where you are. On behalf of the NRM Electoral Commission, I, Dr. Tango Doi, from Kisoko, but Chairman NRM Electoral Commission, now hereby nominate His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni to contest unopposed as the chairman of the NRM party. Congratulations. Viva! Thank you, thank you. May I request the candidate to go for the second? Now we are going for presidential. May I request the Secretary General to bring the new nominator for presidential? I'm told is Honorable Tom Butile. Take your seat. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. This candidate has satisfied the issue, the condition. This candidate has satisfied the condition of the signatures, so we just request now for the forms. But for just press, the doubting Thomases, let us see the signatures here. Let me read where the signatures came from. Actually, the Northern Sub-Region, all districts in Asholi, Lango, Karamoja, and West Nile gave signatures. Western Region, Kigezi, Rwenzori, Greater Ankole, Olge, and Bunyoro Sub-Region. Then we have Greater Luwero, Kampala and Wakiso, Greater Masaka, Greater Bele, and Greater Mukono. All these signatures have been verified and certified as true. Eastern Region, where's the file for Eastern? Eastern Bukedi Sub-Region is here. Teso Sub. Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. All the signatures are here. May I now request for the certificate? It is still my humble request for the Secretary General to read certificate of compliance with the nomination.
Certificate of compliance with nomination requirements. This is to satisfy that aspirant candidate, your National Resistance Movement, has submitted list of supporters for his candidature to be the flag bearer of the National Resistance Movement in the presidential election of 2026, and the Electoral Commission has verified that the aspirant candidate has complied with the Constitution of the National Resistance Movement and NRM electoral regulation guidelines. Signed, Dr. Tanga Odoe, PhD, Chairman, Electoral Commission.
Who is this candidate? What do you know about him? What do you want people to know?
I am Colonel Tom Butine, chairperson, Historical Leaders Forum, Member of Parliament, Mwenge County Central, Kianjojo District. As I said, His Excellency President General Yoweri Tibuhaburwa Museveni, this country owes him a great deal. He has kept this country secure and safe. The economy of this country, as I said last week, is improving. There is peace in this country, and there is life and freedom. The president is fit as a person, healthy, and there is no doubt that in the coming 5 years, he will still be fit, healthy, and capable. Therefore, Mr. Chairman, I want to nominate His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Tibuhaburwa Museveni as candidate for the presidency 2026 and beyond. And it is my prayer, Mr. Chairman, that this nomination be taken. I thank you.
Okay. Maintain just a little, you'll have the vibe. Listening, Hoye. Keeping quiet, Hoye. May I hear from the seconders? Say where you come from and why you came here.
Oi! Your Excellency and Mama, I am Smith Bag Tumwebaze, a building cost engineer and the Youth League chairperson in Tungamo Municipality. I hereby second His Excellency Retired General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for the position of NRM Presidential Flag Bearer in the 2026 general election because of the following. His unmatched and vast experience in transforming the country through socio-economic transformation. This is evidenced through the 30% for the youth, meant for the youth at the parishes across the entire country. 30% of the PDM money is meant for the youth. Number two, his continued youth empowerment and investment in education, evidenced through UPE and USE. So I hereby second the nomination of His Excellency retired General Yoweri Tibuhaburwa Kaguta Museveni.
The second.
Your Excellency, Mama Janet, my name is Asienjo Marian Faith from Ajumani District, West Nile Region, Northern. I am here to second the nomination of His Excellency for the party flag bearer as our candidate for the President of Uganda 2026-2030. The reason I am seconding the President is as follows. As Northern people, we have suffered insecurity, but as per now, we are enjoying the peace. We have transport challenges, but as per now, we are moving from northern to eastern without any challenge because of the President of Uganda, that is His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Currently, we are using the ferry which was brought by the NRM government that is improving the transformation of business and everything in Uganda. As we are progressing 2026-2030, we shall have a bridge in Laropi that will improve the transportation in Uganda to the cross countries. As I second His Excellency, we the youths are benefiting. We were born in peace and we grew up in peace and we want to be in peace. Mzee oye! Ra! Cha! Youth oye! Eastern oye! Western oye! West Nile oye! Ra!
Thank you. Thank you. As backup, ladies and gentlemen, the Commission also recommended to the team that you should come with extra seconders. Could those extra seconders be introduced by themselves? Just introduction of the second. The two. Let's start there.
Enaremo, Jana Museveni, Eyuson, Aro. Seconding team. It's a pleasure. Thank you, Excellency. My name is Akaruuru Chintu. I'm the district chairperson of Virginia District Youth League. Here as the standby seconder. Your Excellency, it's my pleasure to have you here. This is the this is the real opportunity I got today. I've been supporting Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and the NRM candidates, but this is the chance I've got today to see you physically. Mr. President, I welcome you. You lead us for many years as you can. We are behind you as the youth. The youth oil! The youth oil! The youth power! Viva Mzee, viva! Viva Mzee, viva!
NRM hoye! Museveni hoye! Papa hoye! Live long for Museveni! We love you, Papa. I'm called Oliver Bena Akaruuru. I am the chairperson, Youth League Kotido District. I'm bringing my greetings from Kotido District. They are greeting you, Papa, from Kotido, from Karamoja, I mean. are saying they love you and they'll still return you back to Parliament, Papa. They love you so much. To the President, sorry, Papa. Thank you.
Okay, now, Afande himself.
NRM Oye! NRM Oye! NRM Oye! Our candidate, Brigadier General Omure, retired. I'm the Vice Chairperson of the NRM Historical Leaders Forum, handling West Nile, Madi, Acholi, Lango, and Karamojo. NRM Oye! I have a lot to post before you, but I'm going to be very brief. Why I'm nominating you? And seconding you, I could not go for anybody. In Uganda. If you want peace, is our candidate. That's why I'm nominating you. And seconding you, you are very excellent in doing your work. You are the only person who have managed to reconcile all the fighting groups in Uganda. All the fighting groups, you have not mismanaged them. If you had mismanaged them, there could still be war here. So we see you as the only person who can still manage it. Our group, Historical Leaders Forum, I represent from NASA in the Leaders Forum. Another group are being represented by NRM, the Luero, the Rescue Front, the FEDEMO, the UFM. In Historical Leaders Forum, we are the foundation. We are the foundation of NRM. Our candidate make the best use of Historical Leaders Forum in running Uganda.
Okay. May I now? Okay. Thank you very much. May we now request the candidate that we nominate you, sir. May we request the candidate to stand for nomination. Okay, silence. Okay. I, Dr. Tango Doi, as the chair of to Your Excellency, that you have been nominated and wait for the next steps. Thank you. Your Excellency. Okay.
May I ask you to clap for the president? He has been fully nominated now. A big applause. Thank you very much.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Okay.
Much for the Right Honorable Prime Minister of the Republic of Uganda, ministers who are here present, Ajat Adija, the NRM district chairpersons, the district administrative secretaries, all invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know whether you are overwhelmed the way I am, and I just would like to request that today we allow the president and our chairman just to relax and listen to us. He has spoken to us. He has even sung songs for us. He has educated us, given us the doctrine of revolution messages, and he has explained to us how to govern. And we just feel he should relax a bit and listen to us as we enjoy the moment that we congratulate him and thank God for allowing him to accept the voices of the people who support NRM and those who don't support NRM, for requesting that he should offer himself yet another term in office. Your Excellency, I will introduce my colleagues at the party head office at the end of my remarks, and I will request that they move forward because some of them were not here last time. Just in addition to the voices that were mentioned as confirmation to the nomination, we also have other people who offer that they request to just speak in one minute to testify about your goodness. Your Excellency, you are like an elephant being described by a group of blind people. These blind people describe you based on the parts they are touching. But the description is getting deeper and more interesting. I would like to invite some young people that were requesting that they should be allowed to say a few words. If they are present, please come forward. I have Ms. Sheila Namwenje. I have a representative from Karamoja. I have our young man, Mr. Yubu. If you are around, please come forward. I have Dr. Lillian. Dr. Lillian is a medical doctor but studied through UPE school. She just wants to give a testimony about UPE. I have Jackie representing the ghetto youth. These young people requested that in addition to those who have spoken, just give them one minute to say a few words. I start with Mr. Yubu. Mr. Yubu is very interesting. He can stand in front there because if he is to stand behind the podium, he will not be seen. He looks young, but is very senior. Just in 2 minutes, Mr. Yubu.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, the National Vice Chairman, NRM Haji Chigongo, the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Anita Annette Among Mama Bukedia, and the protocol observed. Good afternoon. You're not happy. Good afternoon. Are you happy? Your Excellency, I'm by the name Zubu Onyong, a boy from Lango that you once met in 2018 when you came to Agali. You were moving a reconciliation meeting. I was introduced to you by Honorable Samuel Mola, and we talked for like 2 minutes. I'm still the Yuba, I'm the true meaning of forever young. Your Excellency, I would like to tell you that one, the ideas that you have brought of equal opportunities. So many times ahead, I read a book one time when they're saying that if you keep putting our legs, both legs behind, we will not see the future. But when we put one leg in front and one behind, we shall be able to see what we are faced at the back, and then it will push us to continue moving in front. I would like to congratulate you so much for that. I am determining, I'm speaking so many times. People who look like me have been given opportunities to speak in public, but I am here to confess that we have been given the opportunity to speak, to walk freely, and even to move in public offices. I would like, allow me to pause and thank the Right Honorable Speaker. Honorable, she has not only been a good leader, but she has been a mother, a mentor, to make sure that we become better people in this country. Putting that aside, Right Honorable Speaker, His Excellency, I would also like to tell you that there are so many people like me that are behind, but they are not given the opportunities to speak. But if they are given the opportunity, it will be really great. I honestly tell you, the whole world is going to be shocked that I am going to be the first, youngest, shortest person to address the idea to you in the whole world. We can serve everywhere. We have qualified, we have studied, and we can do better than other people can do. So, Excellency, you can give to other people like me. We are capable to do more than others can do. Thank you.
Next, just 2 minutes.
Your Excellency, I am very much honored to be here. Protocol observed. My name is Lubowa Sheila, the youth chairperson, Kawempe Division, the division that resoundingly defeated opposition in the recently concluded youth elections. Your Excellency, thank you very much for including the youth in everything that you've been doing. We thank you for giving us a very able Secretary General who helped us in the recently concluded youth elections. Together with Major Kutesa, they played a very big role in our victory all over the country, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, we pledge our support to you. Thank you for coming back to accept to contest again as our presidential candidate. We do not take that lightly, Your Excellency. We pledge our sounding support, and we shall ensure that you win by more than 80%, Your Excellency. We are going to do everything that we can as youths. We are going to mobilize for you. We are going to vote for you, and we are going to do anything that is needed, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, I have, on behalf of my fellow youths, I have one request from Your Excellency. As youth leaders, we request to meet you privately, Your Excellency. Okay. Thank you, sir.
The Ghetto Youth Power. Museveni oye. NRM Your Excellency, Nze Jackie Nakalema, Ghetto Coordinator, Vice Chairperson National Ghetto Structure. Muzeyi tuli wano olwaleero nga Ghetto Structure ne bannanga abali ebweru okusooka okwebaza okutwaniriza n'otusembeza mu nnyumba ya NRM. Ffe abangi be badde babawola, ffe abangi be badde balabanga abatalina mugaso. Muzeyi n'otusembeza tukwebaza, weebale nnyo, weebalire ddala. Muzeyi watukyaza omwaka ogw'omwezi gw'omusanvu. Bye watutuma byonna tubikoze. Muzeyi kyova olaba olwaleero akalulu k'abavubuka tukkirize tugaane twabadde mpaji era ne tuvaamu n'abaana 10 abaakoseddwa ne bakubibwa opposition olw'okuba tulwanirira obuyinza ng'aba NRM party. Muzeyi bye watutuma tubikoze, tukulindiridde nga mbaga mu ghetto era projekiti zaffe gye ziri byonna. Muzeyi tugenda kubikugambira mu ghetto ng'ozo tukyalirako. Ghetto si kizibu naye ekizibu ekiriyo Muzeyi tugenda bigamba nga si bya lugambo. Nzikiriza neebase General Secretary oba Secretary General w'ekibiina kino ekya NRM, sebo weebale kutwaniriza. Nzikiriza neebaze omukulu General Damulira kati Major General weebale mutuweera lwanka eyo endala, naye olw'eddembe eryo lye wamutuma atuwe ng'abaana ba ghetto tetukyalya kawunga mu ghetto nga tugenda ebizira. Muzeyi weebale nnyo, weebalire ddala. Nsembyayo Major Kutesa Emmanuel, weebale nnyo sebo kutwagala. Sebo tukusuubiza nti akalulu ka 226 231 mu boxi mwekali ate tugenda kukakuuma Uganda yonna.
Thank you.
NRM oye. President Museveni oye. Amanya Said Jadalaus, His Excellency nze nva mu business committee, ndi musajja musuubuzi mu kibuga Kampala n'okwetooloola Uganda yonna. Ndi wano His Excellency okukwebaza olw'eddembe lye watuleetera okubanga tusobola okukola naffe tufuna tubeera bagagga mu gavumenti gye watuleetera ewatali nti otaataagazibwa nti ababbi ababano lwa security gye watuwa n'eddembe lye watuwa. Nze ayogera naawe His Excellency, nagenda okuzaalibwa nga tuli mu nnyumba ya ttaka nga bazadde bange bonna n'abalirayo ennyumba za ssubi, naye His Excellency ku mulembe gwo natandika okukola 1996 bwe natandikira okukola, nayingira Kampala nga ndi ku 0. His Excellency wetwogerera olwaleero bazadde bange nabazimbira ennyumba ya ttegula ku mulembe gwo guno. His Excellency nsanyuka nnyo okulaba ng'okomyewo otukulembere olw'ensonga nti bwe tutunula ennyo ffe abali mu sekita y'obusuubuzi tewali ayagaliza abasuubuzi kusinga ggwe. His Excellency ffe ng'abasuubuzi tukukakasa nti akalulu tugenda kakuwa ate tugenda kanoonya mu kapasite yaffe ey'abasuubuzi. His Excellency ensembyayo okwebaza Jeno Damulira okubanga wamutuwa ne Meja Kuteesa ne Minisita wa Kampala Hajati Misa Kabanda. Abantu abo ffe ng'abasuubuzi tukwatagana nabo bulungi era batuwuliriza. Neyanza nnyo.
Thank you. Finally, this young lady is a lawyer. She studied through UPE program.
Your Excellency, Mama, ladies and gentlemen, a good afternoon. I bring you greetings from Namayingo district. My name is Nafula Sisi. I am a lawyer from Namayingo. I am the current flag bearer for the NRM for the position of female youth councillor. Your Excellency, most importantly, I am a lawyer today because of the UPE. I went through Busiro Primary School in Banda, deep down in Namayingo, next to the lake shores of Lake Victoria. If not for you bringing the UPE, you would not be standing here. If not for you bringing the UPE, you would not be standing here with the allies today, because we are the children of the underprivileged that would never have got such an opportunity. But we thank you, Your Excellency, for such an opportunity for us to be here to speak the language which was known for the whites and for the children of the privileged. We are so grateful, and as the youth, we are here to inform you today that we are organized under our current chairperson, and we are saying that this time round we are giving you 10 million students to us as the elite youth, and we hope to work with you more and more for the best of this country.
Thank you. Your Excellency, there are quite a number of young people who wanted to speak, but we could only allow these few. But I'm sure when you start the campaigns, everywhere you go, these young people will be testifying about the goodness of NRM and the goodness of the policies of the party. Allow me to introduce my colleagues, including those who are introduced here before, the members of Electoral Commission. They are part of the Secretariat. I start by introducing the National Treasurer for the party, Ambassador Barbara Oundo. I can introduce you, then you go and take your seat so that we leave the ground. I have the Director, Mobilization, Honorable Rosemary Seninde. Thank you so much. I have the Director, Legal Affairs, Comrade Barata. Thank you so much for standing firm for the party. I have Major Retired Okwehandikisa. Thank you so much for being around. I have your daughter, the Jewelry of West Nile. Today she's dressed like a Karamojong. Ajat Medina Naham Ojele. I have the Senior Manager in the office of Honorable Seninde. He's the Senior Manager for Mobilization. I have a Senior Manager in the office of the Secretary General, Honorable Charles Egau. I have Senior Manager in the office of Public Relations and Media, Comrade Rogers Molinda, and our friends who manage security. Your Excellency, some of the Ajat Namyalo, she is also part of this team. Wherever she is, we thank you where you are. Your Excellency, I have my old mamas from the Secretariat. They cannot stand. Safina, retired. And these are people that we found at the party head office. They have been there with us, and they are crying that they should retire and go home. We feel that we should retire them to go home. Thank you so much. NRM Oye. Today, Muse has been nominated. I want you to listen to this very well. The party will present all those who have been nominated for position of Central Executive Committees to the Central Executive Committee for vetting. From there, the names will be taken to the National Executive Conference, and we shall present them to the National Delegates Conference for final verdict. But we thank members of the party that we are honored that our national chairman and the president has gone unopposed through all these steps. We congratulate him so much. Your Excellency, like the chairman Electoral Commission stated, there are some level of indiscipline in the party. Indiscipline based on the areas of use of money, we have already registered that our candidates are trying to spend a lot of money to convince the voters. I want to put them on notice that that is not allowed in the party. We do not want money to take precedence over quality and character. To Your Excellency, we have also notified our members and candidates that we have noted with concern the growing incidences of violence in the party, what the Chairman Electoral Commission has reported. We request that you, as the National Chairman of the party, prevail over this, and where possible, I beg and pray that the party should crack the whip and call members to order. Our Constitution, Schedule 4, is very clear on codes of conduct of members and the rules of discipline. We can reprimand them, we can suspend them, we can dismiss them from the party. The party must crack the whip because there is a high level of indiscipline that is growing in the party, and we pray that our candidates should not fall victim of this. Finally, as I prepare to invite the first National Vice Chairman to invite you to give your brief remarks, you have your Bazukulus here who just want to sing a song. They cannot speak, they just want to sing a song for you. And Mama, allow them to give you just 2 minutes in a way of appreciating. Then I invite, there is another young lady, she wrote a poem and it's a song. The two should make that presentation, then we shall invite you to give your remarks. Kindly, we request that you relax with us today. It's rare that we receive you at these offices. Please.
Yes, sir. Captain Dan Bashisha, this is my choir called African Revolutionary Voices. We're going to play for you a country music revolutionary song called Gorilla Aliingia Msituni. DJ Gorilla.
Uganda,
Thank you so much. I can see the Veterans League joining. Thank you, the Veterans League. I can feel the vibe. Thank you. Finally, there is this young lady, and then Musei, you will speak to your people. Just in 2 minutes.
Today, my dreams have just come true. My name is Shivani from Kanungu, and I'm so happy to present Woman.
Start the song.
I'm not scared anymore. DJ, give me the song. Let me sing it to Papa. Museveni
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Members of NRM, we know we have a lot of entertainment for Musei. I request that we wait for the national nomination. We are going to have that at Kololo. We are going to have all you perform on that day. But because of the weather and time, we are not going to allow everybody to perform. I can see musicians lining up. Forgive me and forgive us. We cannot take all of you. May I now request the first national vice chairman to come and invite our chairman, our president and presidential candidate to come and address us. NRM Oye! Musei is coming to talk to us. Let us be happy, sing. We can have another song as he comes. We can prepare. As Musei comes to prepare, this young man will be singing a song. As Musei will be getting up to, you will wait. When he's coming, you will sing. Yeah, thank you.
Your Excellency, the President of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, together with Mama Janet Museveni,
Sorry, Musei, we request that we allow this young man from the ghetto. He traveled very far, just in 2 minutes, as you come to speak. sorry for the inconvenience.
Oh, thank you, General Tadongo. DJ take a little bit to we say, Rainbow got it bang bang. Tell them that you need to catch a Museveni, Museveni. I just want to go and do you and Muhosi. Joe Manya Museveni, when you have to get you, take a para. But you get it, I will go to Museveni. But you can get Masaka with our Museveni to go to Mukatika. Naba Musei, Kapuna Kampala, Tekapuna. So go to Babani, go to Mubaka Musei. See the movie one day, Kampala, and I can pull out the municipal people. But the Musei, Mana, Barese, Wakachomania, never Mami Chomania, Bani Mulala, Nava, Nava, Chapula Musei, Daddy Chomania, Mami people in Kutaka, Musei, Musei, Musei,
Thank you. Your Excellency, Mama Janet Museveni, I want to use this opportunity first to congratulate you for having accepted to come and lead our party. I thank Mama Janet Museveni. Thank you very much for having persuaded him to accept to lead the movement, because we really need him so much. My dear members of the movement, I want to thank all of you for having turned up here to see the nomination of our chairman. I'm honored to be here to unveil our chairman to you, members of the movement. Wow. I want to thank the Electoral Commission for what they have gone through. You know, it's not very easy to bring the president here to go through all these stages. It's not easy. So I congratulate you very much. Now together, we have nominated our chairman, and you have got to support him so that he can lead us through very well. But what we need to do now, as members of the movement, is to make sure our discipline goes high. Let our discipline go high so that they will see the difference between the movement and other parties which they are talking about. Discipline has taken us very far, and we cannot really put it down. We need to respect one another. If you don't have good discipline, you can't do that. We have our chairman, who has taken us through so many difficult things, but he has kept the movement together, and we are still together, and we cannot let him down. Now that you have already been nominated, we are going to start afresh to do the work with all these people, with the new elected people. We are going to work together. We are here. We are not panicking, and we are not going anywhere. The person whom we have nominated He's here, he has a vision, and he's going to take us where that vision will go. So we have to behave well. We have to behave well. We don't want people just to shout no. There must be a difference between NRM movement with our chairman to other groups. And we cannot even compare. You just look at them, but don't antagonize them, but we are not comparing movement to those groups. If we behave very well, even this corruption will stop. Because we will not be fearing to tell the truth. We don't want intrigue in the movement. We don't want that. We must be very clean. No backbiting, no rugambo, what have you, laziness. He has brought everything to us here. Let's use all what he has brought to us, the UPDM, wealth creation, PDM, it is now in operation, and it is doing very well, and it has helped our people. We need to help our people. We have to keep together with the masses. What do they need? We know. I'm not going to labor much about this one, but I want to invite His Excellency the President, who is our chairman now, because once he has gone through all these stages unopposed, then that's very good. We want votes. This time we want votes. We want our chairman to get a lot of votes from everywhere. We must win. Everywhere we start, we win. No laziness. Tuonde kati, kusawa eno kati. Twagala Akaruuru kati. Okay, that one is going to be organized, but we are going to follow the program. We are going to follow the program, and everything will be very well arranged. With those few words, I want to use this opportunity to call our chairman, who has been nominated today, to come and talk to you.
Thank you very much. Sit down, please. The Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, the Vice Chairperson of the NRM, all the Vice Chairpersons of NRM, the Secretary General, all the other leaders, and all the supporters of the NRM and all the Ugandans. Greetings to all of you. Mwenambala Msiza. I want to thank the NRM Electoral Commission for nominating me. And I also want to thank the nominators, the seconders, the nominators, the seconders, and my lawyers, and the secretariat who organized all these documents, because they are not easy. You have heard that they got signatures from 151 districts in such a short time. I thank everybody who was involved. I hope the whole membership of the NRM and its structures will support my candidature as the chairman of the NRM for the 2025-2031 period, and also as flag bearer for the NRM in the presidential contest for the 2026-2031 period. Why do I say you should support me now that I'm your flag bearer and your chairman? Why? There must be reasons. It's not just emotional. There must be reasons. It is because I stand here on behalf of the very NRM that started as a student movement in 1965. This is 60 years ago. That nascent student movement emerged in a very fragmented landscape where polarization was following tribes and religious denominations. Wetwatandikira ekibiina ky'abavubuka ensi yammwe yonna mu byobufuzi baali bamaze okugiyuzaayuza. Yali mu what do you call fragments in Uganda? Mu Uganda fragments bazisa batya?
Your Excellency, bubajjo.
Ebyobufuzi byali kati birimu obubajjo. Engusyo, Nyankole. Fragments. That's how Uganda was, politically. That political fragmentation made governance impossible because no fragment could master a majority in an election. In 1962, no party could get more than even 40% because they had fragmented the people in Engusyo, Obsorogoto, fragments of a calabash or a pot. The fragmentation also could not allow institutions to be built up. So the fragmentation made governance impossible because you couldn't get a majority. If you say Baganda are not even 17% of the population of Uganda. So how will you get majority? If you say Banyankore, if you say you will not get far. If you say religion, Catholics, Protestants, none of them can even be 40%. So that's what happened. Fragmentation meant impossibility for governance. This is the point I'm raising here. But that fragmentation also could not allow institutions to be built up. The victim institutions included the army, the judiciary, the civil service, etc. Kubanga bw'oyambala gaalibindi z'okusosola n'otalaba omuserikale ng'omuserikale naye n'omulaba ng'ow'eddiini gundi oba ow'eggwanga gundi oluzimbo ky'amagye. How will you have a national army? Indeed, this is what happened. Our first graduate from Sandhurst, Kargava, was removed from the army in year 1 of independence. So The fragmentation of the politics could not allow the country to build an army, to build a judiciary. Chief Justice was murdered here, Kiwanuka. And the other judges had to run away. When some Europeans were killed under Idi Amin, they appointed a commission of inquiry led by a white man. He investigated the case, but in order to report, he ran to Nairobi and issued the report when he was in Nairobi. That was the judiciary. That was after the killing of Kiwanuka. With the two fragmentations, uliriza okuyuza okwebika bibiri. With the two fragmentations, the political fragmentation fragmented. What came now? Came the constitutional collapse in the form of the conflict between Mutesa and Obote, 1966, and the Idi Amin coup of 1971. The constitutional order was destroyed within the first 10 years of independence. The next casualty was the small enclave economy, the island economy of the 3 Cs and the 3 Ts. The 3 Cs and the 3 Ts, I have told you repeatedly, were coffee, cotton, and copper, and the 3 Ts were tobacco, tea, and tourism. Cotton had disappeared, copper had disappeared, tea had disappeared, and so had tourism. It is only coffee and tobacco that were still limping on. There was acute shortages, Ebola, of all essential items, as they were being called, meaning soap, salt, paraffin, textiles, sodas, beers, etc. Our alcohol drinkers were being rescued by Primus beer from Burundi and a beer called Muniki from Congo. We even had a minister of shortages. There was a minister of shortages called Dr. Moses Apiriga. He was called the Minister of Supplies to deal with shortages. Apiriga, is he still alive or what? He died. He's alive. Yeah. One day you should bring Apiriga as a guest of honor to tell you about shortages. Therefore, by 1986, the great country of Uganda had 3 mega trauma to deal with in 1986. Of states such as the army and the collapse of the economy. This is what we had to deal with in 1986. The political fragmentation, causing the collapse of democracy, the collapse of the institutions of state, like the army, no army. You can imagine we had army, UA was destroyed completely. 1979. Ejeri na jasangidwao. Then UNLA. No, but even before UA was destroyed, it had destroyed itself. Because they had killed so many killings among themselves. The soldiers from one part of the country killing soldiers from another part of the country. So the soldiers were seasonal. You are seasonal. You are a soldier today, tomorrow you are a refugee. And the collapse of the economy. Given all this, and standing where we are today in the year of our Lord 2025, we can see that in the last 60 years, the NRM has been a participant and for most of the time a leader of the efforts to do the following in the interest of Uganda. You remember I asked the question, why do I agree to be a candidate and why do you nominate me and what do we tell the country? So the answer is that in the last 60 years now, the NRM have been involved in the following. Number one, liberation between 1965 and 1986. So you had to liberate. Number two, stabilization between 1986 and today. That's what people are talking about, stability. Number three, minimum economic recovery by restoring the 3 C's and the 3 T's, as well as eliminating Ebola shortages. Instead of shortages today, you have got a chengera, too much, too many products in the shops. No kudiba nevidiba, ummaduka bintu bijude, no kudiba nevidiba. Number four, expanding the narrow enclave economy. Because the coffee now is much more than the coffee we had in 1970. And so is the tea and all the other products. Number five, diversifying the economy by commercializing products that were previously thought to be for only subsistence, such as maize, milk, bananas, fruits, beef, poultry, eggs, sugarcane, cassava, etc. Number six, value addition to these raw materials. Number seven, introducing through the intensified and expanded educational system the knowledge economy of automobiles, vaccines, therapeutics, diagnostics, electrical gadgets, computer assembly. I think they can show us a bit on the screen these automobiles, if you have them on the screen. When you get them, put them on. What does this mean? It means that the NRM, its cadres, and the masses that have supported them over the years have been participants in And for most of the time, there you have that's where you are now. This was the country which was formerly had no sugar, no salt, no soap. Now kati mukola motoka. Zemula bezo. So, most of these years, the NRM has been participants in, and for most of the time, leaders of the efforts to liberate Uganda from sectarian fragmentation and political collapse, ensure its economic recovery, ensure the growth and expansion of its economy, ensure that the start of socio-economic transformation of society starts so that Uganda becomes a modern country and starts the struggle for the economic and political integration of Uganda into Africa so that the wealth creators of Africa have a reliable market to absorb their products. So the NRM has been involved in all these efforts. Liberation, stabilization, transformation, all of them. NRM involved or leading most of the time. What have been the consequences of this? The consequences have been liberation, democratization, peace, and an economy that is now $61 billion by the foreign exchange method and 172.2 billion by the PPP method. The economy has expanded 16 times since 1986, from $3.9 billion, according to the Ministry of Finance, to what it is now. This means that Uganda is now a lower middle-income country with a GDP per capita of $1,263 for its population of 46 million people. This means that Uganda is no longer a least developed country, LDC. You can look at all the other statistics. I didn't want to divert you today by quoting the usual statistics of inflation, rate of growth, but you can look at them. Look at all these statistics. They are good, if not excellent, in many cases. However, we can do much better, especially if we eliminate corruption. So, this is what we have achieved. What then is next, and why am I coming forward to respond to the millions of Ugandans who have been ordering me with the slogan, crystalline. So the reason I accept and the NRM supports, I'm sure, are two. It is for two reasons. Reason number one is to work with the NRM structures to clarify the importance of the 6 aspects that are very crucial in ensuring that Uganda, and maybe by example other parts of Africa, do not again miss the bus of history as happened in the past when Europe was and Africa stagnated and was enslaved. In my recent speeches, I've been answering the question that cover these aspects. The question is, where does prosperity come from? What are the factors to facilitate it? I've been identifying 6 aspects. These are peace, number 1. Number 2, development, meaning entunguka, enkulakulana, don global, apol, in Ateso. Development. Here we mean roads, electricity, schools, and so on. But then we insist on number 3. In the Lugubara. This has been so much confusion. People talk about roads, about this, they forget about roads are for all of us. But wealth is for the family, for the company, for the individual. If you have got roads, electricity, but no wealth in the homes, you will not, the country will not move. So we insist, number 3, wealth. The country will not move. So we insist, number 3, wealth. Then number 4, jobs. Emirimo, teach, aswam. Where do the jobs come from? That's another confusion among our people. Then services, obwereza, aijanakin, such as health, education, spirituality. Because when people are talking, they mix all this. They don't separate. That's why you get a lot of confusion. And the NGOs in the past also were adding to the confusion. In the 1960s, you would hear them talking of services, healthcare. Sometimes they talk about a little bit about education, but they don't talk about wealth in the homes. If you don't deal with health, how will development be funded? If the homes don't have obugaga, they don't have wealth, how will the economy grow? You build roads, what do the families put on the roads? And those roads are built with borrowed money from abroad. But the families and the companies and the individuals are not producing wealth to use the roads. This is what we don't agree with. And markets for our products through regional integration. If you produce, where will you sell? In the coming days, I'm going to say more about this issue. You'll hear more about this issue of the markets. So therefore here, in this Sanja, I ask you to emphasize these 6 points. Peace, number 1. Peace meaning no war. Nobody will bring wars in Uganda. We shall crush it. But also, crime must also be controlled. Because you may not have war, but you have crime. Crime also will disturb people. Secondly, enkulakulana, development, meaning the roads, the electricity, very good. But thirdly, wealth. Every home must have wealth in the home. The wealth is personal and private. So is poverty. The poverty is yours. Don't take a mwavu as a city mwavu. Don't put me in your poverty because I'm not. So that's why we tell all families, all individuals, please. Ati omusoga ya chikobeira. Omusoga yako wanti akange kakera kaife. mwali mchuliddeko nti omusoga Yakoba ntakange kakerake ife. Wealth is not the same as development. Here in Kampala, development is everywhere. Roads, some are downstairs, some are abana ba ghetto. Babade mbwavu wadde enkulaakulana yeetoolodde wonna. So that's why we must stop this diversion when people are just. So number 4, jobs, emirimu gisangibwa wa. Number 5, obuweereza, services, health, education, spirituality, by pastors. They are providing your service. Those are service providers. Hospitality and so on. Then number 6, obutale, markets. This is what I would like us to emphasize. This understanding helps us to, for instance, understand where the majority of the jobs in a developed country come from. It is from the private sector, commercial farming, factories, services, such as hotels, transport, etc., and ICT, not from the government. Because if people don't understand where the jobs are, tulekanira bwerere. Kubanga abantu abasinga bungi balowooza nti emirimu girina okuva mu government. So nga emirimu gya government tegimala. Kubanga wegombolera ow'omuluka omu, diisa omu. So where are the jobs? Nibugenda mu masomero waliwo ekikomo. Omudwaliro waliwo ekikomo kya abakozi ba government. So we must be clear. The NRM must tell every home that please, the majority of the jobs are not from the government. Banyankwere call that okuga, to be diverted. Instead of looking in the right way, you are looking in the wrong way. If you think the government are from, majority of jobs are from the government, you are diverted. You are not going to get an answer. Failure to understand this by the country and the families leads to futile efforts and wasted time. In the short time of Uganda's recovery, for instance, factories have created 1.2 million jobs compared to only 480,000 jobs of the whole public service. All the jobs of the public service are 480,000. But the factories, these ones which have started coming recently, are already employing 480,000. But the factories, these ones which have started coming recently, are already employing 1.2 million. Agriculture, you can see the workers in the Mtulagaba because of Makorera. Are the screens everywhere? They are only one side. Oh? You can see now. Abana bobo na. But I also, those are jobs from the factories. I like the jobs from agriculture. Let's see our young boy Biamkama, the people he's employing. When you get them, put them. The commercial farms, the factories, the service companies, hotels, let's watch that boy.
Of deep fleet, I don't get all the eggs. I get 302 trays per day, minimally. When you look at the figure, in a month, I can get about between 150 and 180 piglets. But those I don't sell. I give to my neighbors prayer. When you look at coffee, we haven't started harvesting. But generally coffee here, if you have harvested well, per acre you get between 12 million, 15 million. But now the banana which is in coffee, we're already eating. And per month I may get like 40 bunches, I get some good. But majorly here, what is giving me money? They are the pineapples, the 4.5 million per harvest, and I harvest twice a year. You will see, even as now, there are those which I can harvest for my friends' sake. Then the poultry, it gives me 302 trays. That's 55 million net pay. The 1 acre for grass, it is feeding my 6 cows. I'm told by the agricultural people, I even have the balance to add more 2 cows. They tell me 1 acre can feed the 8 cows. Currently, I'm employing 26 people. Previously, I was employing 17, but I added in more things in the farm, and I'm employing 26 people. And so the person who learns this job.
Now you can see where the jobs are coming from. You do commercial farming, you employ people. You can hear Biamkama is employing 26 people now. He started just a few years ago. He was elected in Kagadi there. His father was one of our veterans, Akaruuru Kamanyire. He brought the boy to me. He said, "My son has been elected." I congratulated him. But I told him, I said, you young boy, if you want to be useful, you go and learn the 4 acres model, which I've been telling everybody. So he quickly went, and he had not done anything like that. He went and he visited Kisozi, he visited Kaumu, saw what I was doing there, and went and started doing it. Now you see what he's doing. From eggs alone, he's getting 55 million net per month. That's almost like 700 million shillings net a year. So he's now solving 3 problems. Income for his family, producing a product for the people, eggs, but also creating jobs. So those are jobs that can be created in agriculture. You have seen the ones of manufacturing. Can we see a hotel or these private schools? Private schools also create jobs, or hotels. When you get it, put it. The commercial farms, the factories, the service companies such as hotels, transport companies, private schools, private hospitals, etc., or ICT companies. Are wealth of private people, but they also create jobs for other Ugandans. This is the linkage I want you to get. The wealth is mine, whether it is a farm, a factory, a hotel, a private school, a transport company, they are mine, my wealth. But in the process, they create jobs for Ugandans. Some of the wealth companies can be government. The government can also have wealth companies, such as National Water, Uganda Railways, Uganda Airlines, National Enterprise Corporation, etc. They will have the same nexus, the linkage between wealth and jobs, supported by peace and development. So this is the reason I'm really coming forward to say now that we are here, we are now, let's now try to show our people this. And I've already been talking about it, but all of us, we should take it up and make sure that we oxomesa, educate everybody so that we are of one opinion. Because you find we are now divided. Many of the families still think government is the one to provide jobs. So the children qualify, they come to Kampala, waste a lot of time looking for those jobs which are not there. And yet the solution is create jobs, and the potential is there. This is because we are not harmonized, we are not tetukanyiza ku kigambo ekyo. Emirimu gisangibwa wa mu gavumenti oba companies anekolera jange. So this is the first reason. This time I want us to emphasize, because if we do this, we are going to change in a very short time. Okusikiriza bamusiga nsimbi. Bamusiga nsimbi bafuna ebizibu babatawanya bana ba government. Jangu komawo, instead of obutamanya ntono musajja tumwetaaga nnyo agenda kutuleetera obugaga, because he's going to make products here. Let's see those factories. Bakola kiwano nga bali ababaddewo, abengoya ababaddewo, the ones who are there. So you can see Musiga Nsimbi oyo, that investor is solving so many of our problems at a go. First of all, he's making clothes for us here. Instead of okugura engoye jeans, China, azikolera wano. Product. Atukolera product wano. Laba ebijjuddaawo byonna. Secondly, atuleetedde emirimu y'abaana baffe. Thirdly, akozesa amasannyalaze gaffe. Fourthly, agenda kusasula emisolo. Byonna abituleetedde wano. So instead of okumwaniriza abantu baffe bamawanya, abamu bagala kubajjako ebituga. So that's why we should really, nga bwe twakuba omulabe nabana abatalengera tubakubira eddala. The second reason why I am coming forward and I'm pushing NRM is to have leaders and a party that understands and is committed to the need for a qualitative leap from the status of the lower middle income country of $66 billion by the end of June 2026 to a high middle income country of $500 billion in the next few years. Some of our people talk of 2040. That is too far for me. I do not see why we cannot achieve it earlier if we are really aggressive in the pursuit of the objective and eliminate corruption. Why do I say this? It is because much of our $61 billion economy of today is raw materials. Our coffee, as it has coffee, which is called cassé, brings in $2.5 per kg, per kilo. Yet the one who roasts, grinds, and packs the coffee earns from $25 to $40 per kilo. That is how all the coffee growing countries of the world earn $25 billion out of the total value of $460 billion. And Germany, another coffee growing country, earns $65 billion from coffee. Since we have a wide spectrum of raw materials of agriculture, raw materials of minerals, freshwater resources, and forest products, we have a huge potential if we add value to all of them or most of them. By refining tin ore to 99.85%, we earn $33 per kg instead of $13 per kg for the unprocessed tin. Tin, if you process it here, you earn $33 per kilo. If you export it the way it is now, you earn $13 per kilo. When we purify gold to 99.9% purity, instead of the way they have been exporting it now, you process tin to 99.85% purity instead of the previous 75% purity. Copper to 99.9% purity instead of the previous 95%. We do not only earn more money from that commodity and create more jobs for our children, we also attract the jewelry makers to come to Uganda and make the jewelry here. The factories that need to use tin will come, and we'll have the factories that need to use pure copper, such as the cables, such as the cables industry, the ones making transformers, and the other electric gadgets that use copper. Now we have got gold refineries in Uganda for the first time. I hear there are like 9 now, they have increased it. And I'm beginning to get people take a barrel of gold here to come here because they have got pure gold which they can use. In the past, we were exporting semi-processed copper which could not be used in our cables factories in Rugazi. But now, with the full processing of copper, our factories here of cables, transformers, electrical will now use our copper here. So this blindness of exporting raw materials is a curse for Africa. You remember I brought you somebody to add value to your coffee, an Italian lady called Pinetti. She was being attacked in Parliament. Oh, you Mubi, what? Okay. Now, the coffee prices are beginning to come down. The raw material. What is coming down is not the coffee in the cup in the supermarket. The price of the coffee in the supermarket will not come down. It will remain high. What is coming down is the price of our raw material. Why? Because our raw material is now plentiful. For some 2-3 years we were lucky. I think we should go to the Amasabo in Ruero and Kuloga, the coffee of Brazil, and Vietnam, because there was a drought in Vietnam, a drought in Brazil. That's why the price of kase went up. Abagezi, abatsinga amagezi, betaga kase wafe, bamukarange, bamujemu kahwa, obunga. Bwetufuna ekyengera wano, bwetufuna Ebola, kulwecheya, awotuganyirwa. Naye kati enkuba bwetonya Brazil ne Vietnam, emwanyi ziba zekyengera, kati wano ebbeeyi yaffe edda wansi. That's why we are saying that let's not sell unprocessed coffee. Let's sell value-added coffee. Kubanga eyo tegenda kudda wansi. You will never hear that the coffee final product price has gone down. Never. So therefore, this blindness of going to raw materials is madness. In the 1960s, one of the strongest currencies in the world was the Zambian kwacha. Zambian kwacha, for one Rugunda was in Zambia, he knows. Zambian kwacha was $3 to one kwacha. Why? Because copper. But the dangers to raw materials are two. First of all, if there is change of technology, they can abandon your raw material. So in the 60s, the scientists discovered a method of transmit, because the cables were being used in aircrafts. Copper was being used in aircraft cables to control the plane. But along the way, scientists discovered the digital way of controlling. So they needed no longer needed cables of copper. That was the end of the copper boom. That's how actually Zambia started getting into economic problems. If you check the currency of Zambia now, it is not the way it was that time. These Tango Doys, they know that there was a factory in Tororo, if they are old enough to know. It was called a jute factory. A jute factory. People were making gunny bags from a fiber called jute. And we were growing it in tobacco. Here was the factory here. There was a factory in tobacco in Tororo. When I was fighting Amin there, I used to walk at night and find a lot of these factory workers on bicycles going to work in the jute factory. But when plastics came and people started making the bags of Vera, that was the end of jute. Completely forgotten. So, you people, don't endanger our people. Raw materials, very dangerous. Because technology can change completely. The bad thing is that most of the old people are dead. I am one of the few surviving. There was a fiber called flax, being grown in Kabari. In the 50s, I used to see them passing at Tuntungamu. Flax. If you want money, you grow flax. Flax completely forgotten. Even cotton had almost disappeared in 1964 there. When these nylons came up, people abandoned cotton. They went to the nylons. The good thing for us, nylon is not good for the skin. So people started getting rashes, and so that's how they came back to cotton. Otherwise, cotton had been abandoned. So when somebody says raw materials without final product is very dangerous for our future. Add to all this the knowledge economy of automobiles, vaccines, therapeutics, diagnostics, electronics, using our highly educated manpower. You saw them here. I was nominated by an engineer from Matuga. He was one of the nominators here. Those very highly educated manpower, the transformation will be rapid. Therefore, the second reason for the NRM putting forward my name is to cause the qualitative leap of Uganda into a high upper middle income country in the next few years, preferably far ahead of 2040, which is 15 years from now. This is the second reason. To qualitative leap. There is quantitative. A baby, when a baby is born, things in life must undergo qualitative jump. Pregnancy. Like one of the people who nominated me, one of the young people, she's carrying something there. I would have to give her a reward for that in advance. So that person inside our daughter there is now growing quantitatively. Quantitative. But at some stage, the pregnancy must become something else. Must jump and become a baby. Otherwise, it will die. This is the problem of Africa. You can't be raw material. You can't survive. That's not how nature is. Then a baby is born, the baby grows quantitatively, grows. At some stage, the baby must jump and become something else. Banyankole call it okshogoya, puberty. Stop being a child, become now. So that's what we are telling you Africans. You cannot continue being a society of peasants. Peasant produces another peasant. You must jump and become a modern society. Other countries in Asia with less natural resources did it. We can do it. We have already achieved the lower middle income status by just this middle income status we have achieved. We have just done a few things. Economic recovery, diversification of the economy, and quantitative expansion with limited value addition. With the maximum value addition to all the commercially viable raw materials and the knowledge economy, we shall achieve the qualitative leap to high middle income status and eventually a first world status. God has enabled me to lead the NRM for the last 60 years through the phases I have outlined above. Among the people who nominated me, there was the Brigadier Omule. Come here and they see you. He's somebody from the museum. This one is from the museum proper. Go there where they can see you. They are there, down there. Go, they see you. This man, we recruited him 1976. And he came through the network which was being run by Amama Mbabazi, is there. And Dennis Cho, and Otafire. They came and inconvenienced Mama Janet in Arusha, in Moshi. They were staying, we had a two-bedroom house. As teachers, I was teaching at Moshi. So these guerrillas would come and just mess up our place. When they were going to Mozambique. So we took this one to Mozambique. together with the others, together with Saleh. Saleh, the others are dead. Saleh and Ivan, I think they're the ones remaining. So we have been we have been in all this struggle all this time. Okay, Beping. God has enabled me to lead the NRM for the last 60 years through the phases I have outlined above. I believe God will see us through the qualitative leap. I'm ready to make my contribution in the next 5 years phase, both as president and as chairman of the NRM. As we celebrate the victories of the NRM in the last 60 years, we should not forget to acknowledge the earlier struggles of the Batakabu of the 1920s, of Ike Musazi and his colleagues between the 1930s and 1950s under the farmers' movement and the Uganda National Congress. The efforts pushed Uganda towards independence. It was a pity that later sectarian politics undermined their efforts. I cannot end this short address without congratulating the millions of the newly elected NRM structures leaders from the villages upwards. It is so pleasing to see so many young people coming up as a new crop of the NRM leaders. Stand up and they see you people. Oh, thank you so much. Sit down. I have been going through the districts and I see these young new chairpersons. Let's see the one of Mukono, the one I found in Mukono. Come here and they see you properly, or put him on. You can see how young they are. Even the other one is young, although big stomach, but this is the one I saw in Mukono. Then there was the one of Mpiji. Where is the one of Mpiji? Mpiji Arua. You can see that one there. These are the ones I have visited so far. They are all young people. Thank you so much. Go and sit. I cannot end this short address without congratulating the millions of the newly elected NRM structures leaders from the villages upwards. It is so pleasing to see so many mainly young people coming up at the new crop of the NRM leaders. It is now your chance to show that you can lead well. In order to manage politics successfully, as we, your predecessors, managed you to do, you need to know that productive politics is about ideology, which means philosophy, ideology, and strategy, and not just about biology. Because some people think that politics is about biology, age, gender, etc., and jobology. I'm introducing a new word, biology and jobology. Jobology meaning careerism. We have gone this far because of being guided by and working for the 3 historic commissions and the 4 ideological principles. These are prosperity for the people of Africa, the strategic security for Africa, and Undugu, brotherhood of the Africans. And then the 4 ideological principles of patriotism, Pan-Africanism, socio-economic transformation, and democracy. We agree or disagree with you over these and not any other reason. We agree or disagree on principles, nothing, not anything else. If this is your campus, things are easy because they are guided by principles. That is how, for instance, we're able to work with people even when we were not fully agreed with their overall position. That is how we worked with Benaissa in 1980, Yusuf Lule between 1981 and 85 when he died, etc. Even with Obote, we could have worked together, or the DP in 1979, 1980, if they had been as deliberate as we were regarding the minimum possible programs. With us, what is the starting point is not the who, but the what. The what. In quotes, what is to be done and why, as described by Lenin in one of his writings. The interpersonal frictions we observe are not healthy. Sinagwe nchawa. Kwanga sisora munyumba ya mtu, sora munyumba yange. I have no problem with anybody. The reason we fought Amin was not because Amin was killing, the killing people came later. But we were in our Ugendo and our journey of Africa, unity, Pan-Africanism. Now we could see Amin could not understand. Obote was not fully agreed with us, but we were trying to push him. Especially the Rugundas were close with Obote. And we were working with them to see whether we can push him to move some of our aims. East African Federation, for instance. Amin couldn't understand. So we said with Amin, we don't waste time. Talk. The interpersonal frictions we observe are not healthy. It should be the inter-ideological contestation that we should take care of. I again congratulate the millions of the new NRM leaders, and we shall see how to support them affordably. My immediate advice to you is to be wealth creators, if you are not one already, so that you do not look at leadership as a means of living. Job, mulimo. Don't look at Obukulembeze as a mulimo. Political leadership is about Okwehandikisa, the people electing you to fight for their interests, and not about being mupakasi or mukozi owempera, the hired shepherd that Jesus talked about in the book of John, chapter 10, verses 11 to 18. If you are not yet a wealth creator already, you should see how additional government programs such as PDM and Emioga can help you to start becoming one. I want all of you to be wealth creators so that you don't look at leadership as a survival. This is where many of these people get lost. They look at politics as omulimu, as ompakasi, as how to survive. Then the party can see how to support some of the categories with operational costs. If our generation had had a jobist mentality, Uganda would never have been rescued. All of us, Kategaya, Rwaheru, Mwesugo Black, Mwesuga Martin, Zindana, Birahanze, Dennis Echo, myself, etc., had well-paying government jobs. Rugunda was still a medical student. He had to run away. On account of conviction, we left those jobs to fight for the salvation of Uganda. Where would Uganda be if we had not done that? What do the younger generations learn from that? You do not have to fight with arms now. However, you should volunteer to serve your people by defending their legitimate interests. Fraud, criminality, land evictions, etc. This is really your work. To see that in your area there is no corruption, people are not evicted from their land illegally, fraud, okurwana, kubiruma abantu, to defend the people. This is the role of principled political leadership. Long live the 60 years of victories and progress. Long live the efforts of Ugandan freedom fighters. Long live the qualitative leap to US dollars 500 billion economy. Kwanga tikituliko twagala okubuuka si kusemvula okwita kusemvula okusemvula mu Luganda mwekiri okusemvula mwekiri
Your Excellency ng'otandika kusemvula
okushotoka okugenda mpola
Your Excellency oba tonnakola speed naye otandika butandisi
twagala kusemvula ebyo byokusembula tubivuddeko twagala kubuuka kati. All glory to God, our Creator and Sustainer. Signed, Yoweri Museveni. General retired, Sabarwanyi. The NRM veterans gave me another one in Chankwanzi, Semalungu.
Can we give the President a very big clap? Your Excellency, we are so grateful. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. And truly we pray that God will see you through the qualitative leap. With your permission, sir, I have been asked by the Secretary General that we have 2 short presentations here before we sing the national anthems. Can we have number 1, please? Munamasaka. Very quickly. Akayimba ka Munamasaka mangu nnyo.
Akayimba kano y'ekiserensi kategeeza abakulu bano Uganda gyevudde ne Pulezidenti wajjavudde. Yafayo, Esteri okundeka, yekula omuntu, Yoweri Museveni uhabulwa, memoye y'amatuta, 15 Septemba, waleeta omulunduzi, 15 kwa mwenda, n'ensonga ey'okutangaza, Esteri okundeka, ubuyatuzayo, Yoweri Museveni uhabulwa, ennyingo z'amateri, 15 kwa mwenda, n'okaleeta omusuubuzi, 15 Septemba, tunakuwa byafayo esaba zaaliga zino esiteri n'awulizibwa yayitambo zikakuta n'emukwano zimbiddwa kulyamwaka panani oba mu lubuto yali komando saabalwanyi kasangika mukaikuzaamo ozi mumozi yagezaako okwekaliririza ngabakuyabayogekulekula ensaba amatu kale sukulu gye yasomera etuŋŋamu gyazaalwa n'agenda e Tanzania era asoma diguli politikisi yamwagala nnyo era kaliba keno batandikawo n'ekibinja olwonasa abantuuliramu kubyenfunamu kubu nnyo namwalinawo diguli kale wamaaso ezimbye nnyo muzeeyi Museveni naffe mu mwaka gw'71 naddukira e Tanzania nga liryaminya muli bubi mujjukiremu abantu naye agoba musajja munne mu Uganda yakomawo amini yatukalisana yawalimba abasajjale kino munyweze n'ompundisa kumbe y'olwawe tadduke muzeeya muzikakuta ne esiteri okundeka bali balunzi baluwenda n'okibaza abajjudde kakomewo musekule bazideko oyongirira nnyo wano mu uganda ojja tufuga n'ekisanja twagala ekirala kankomewo musekule bazideko oyongirira nnyo wano mu uganda ojja tufuga n'ekisanja twagala ekirala kulabo kwabyafaayo esiteri okundeka yekula omuntu yawali Museveni kimuhabulwa emunyenya amatubuta 15 Septemba yaleeta omululusi 15 kwa mwenda nisogere by'okutangaza esiteri okundeka muyasayira omuntu yawali Museveni kimuhabulwa erinyooza amate 15 kwa mwenda lukaleeta omululusi akalulusi kawulira Purezidenti bali bangi nnyo bwe twafuna obwetwaze entalo zaali nnyingi nnyo nga buli omu ali ku lulwe Uganda neeyonooneka nnyo n'engongo n'ekyuka tekusanga omusirikale wati osanga omusezi era mu mwaka gw'ekinaana kalulwako yakalimu UPM kyali kibiina
webale nnyo munnamasaka webalire ddala waliwo group ya Kuza Cultural Troupe. Please come. Kuza Cultural Troupe, if you are ready, get on stage and you want to sing the anthems, please. Thank you. Kuza, please, if you are not ready, we got the anthems. And after the, okay. Kuza Cultural Troupe, thank you. Abakulembeze mwenna President abeebazizza okuyitamu okuva ku byalo era n'abagamba ajja kuyambako gye muli mu ngeri esoboka affordable. Lwekyo obubaka obwo President abo bagambye n'abayozaayoza. Kuza. And Your Excellency, this is the last group, sir.
Wama Museveni gwebale mirimu wamenda simahebulaji wasebo tweyazege wama tweyazege wama tweyaziza tweyazege wama tweyazege wama Museveni gwebale dadi tusaba mukama kuwangaze tweyazege wamakaguta gwebale dadi tweyazege wala esanyuli tutafe wamabenale mumwebale sebo tweyazege wamenale mukundiko tweyazege wama tweyaziza tweyazege wala okoze ngudo jaja webale wala abenale mufe tuliko dadi tweyazege ozinga amasomero jaja webale tweyazege ozinga ngudo jaja webale wala abenale mufe tuliko sebo luno lunakuba nange lwatendo mama Janeti gwe webale mirimu wala mwebale sebo wala Museveni webale wala Museveni webale tweyaziza tweyazege
Thank you very much, Kuza. Shortly we shall have the anthems, but wait a bit. Can we have one other group? There was Martin. I don't know whether his song is ready. Martin? Acholi? Okay. The Acholi, please. Acholi group, if you are ready. But Your Excellency, we are so grateful that you chose to pick the nomination papers yourself and returning them yourself. The Acholi, please, if you are near, please come and make a presentation. The Acholi group, aha, thank you. Thank you. Can you give them the microphone? The Secretary General is joining in the dance. Thank you, Secretary General. Thank you. Thank you. May His Excellency is coming back. He has a word to you, please. Could you listen?
There was a group from West Nile.
The Kakwa.
I saw a group from West Nile. Sometimes they bring things from Congo and from South Sudan.
The Kakwa group, Your Excellency wants you on stage, please. Your Excellency, they are coming, sir. I can see Director Hajat Madina. Get on stage very fast. The Kakwa group from West Nile, the turn is yours. It's on, sir. It's on. Thank you. Thank you very much. On the day of nomination in Kololo, we shall have as many groups as possible to present, and we shall have more time than here. Can we have the anthem? Mzee is having a message, please.
In my travels, I discovered a group called Kebu. You should one day bring Kebu. They are terrible dancers. Kebu, they are from I think Nebi, Zombo, Kebu. One day bring them.
Obliged, Your Excellency. We shall implement that. One song.
Yes. Londa Mzeyo Sirike, DJ. Martin by Martin. You can come, the dancers. Londa Mzeyo Sirike, DJ. Yes.
Dr. Kulabye. Thank you. Thank you. We are now going to have the anthems, please. Can we have the anthems? We shall introduce other people later.
press. Thank you very much.
My two sets of nominators, the two sets should come for a photograph of one and then the other one. We shall be sitting here. They should put some chairs here. You can stand.
Members, His Excellency has requested that he takes a group photo with his nominators and seconders, and then also the historicals is going to have that photo with those two groups. I know many people would love to have photos. People are telling me here, which is really very difficult now after those two photos.